Yo, what's up? Name is JetLeo1 and welcome back to some more Resident Evil 4. Last episode we beat the game, technically, but there's a bonus campaign unlocked after you beat the game called Separate Ways, where you get to play as Ada. And that's going to shed a little bit more light on some of the situations in the game, so it's important you play this. That, and if you're playing the game yourself, this is what gets you the Chicago typewriter, so you need to play this. And thus I feel compelled to show it.
Things on sale,
So since I've beaten the game already,
what are you selling?
I get to go to the shop and buy stuff. I've already got the typewriter. And then just a bunch of items.
What are you buying?
And then, here, first things first about Ada's campaign here. It's really freaking hard. Notice. These are the guns you get. You get the black tail to start off with. You get the black tail and the shotgun. You start off with these for free at the beginning. And those stats you see there are what they stay at. So the shotgun will never go above 5 damage. Blacktail will never go above 2. And it's just, yeah, it's really hard because your weapons aren't that good, but the enemies stay exactly the same. So, like, this is basically a challenge run of the main campaign. Like, a shorter challenge run is basically how you can describe this campaign. Except for you do get one unique weapon, which is the bow gun, which is really interesting. I might show that off, but yeah, I've got the typewriter. I don't need anything else. I'll get the bow gun whenever you start getting ammo for it and show it off, I guess.
The only reason I've taken on this mission is to get closer to my own objective. No matter what happens, I can't let anyone figure that out. Of course, hiding in the shadows isn't my style. I'll have to reveal myself to him and offer advice once in a while.
And what is it with this game and having no subtitles? That would have been so useful right there. So we have a satellite above the Earth. Umbrella. That explains a lot. Hey, I know that place. Weren't we just there? Hard work being a zombie. Gotta shepherd the chickens. But more importantly, it's a lot harder to be a super secret super spy. Especially when the chicken herding zombies like to sneak up on you. But don't worry, you're a ninja. And you can't do that in gameplay. But we don't need to. We have better. We've got the typewriter. Wesker!
I see you've managed to arrive at the village on time.
Yes, but nobody remembered to roll out my red carpet.
The villagers there are all being controlled.
I don't think they have carpet in that village.
Any intruders.
Especially not
Ring the
red
church
carpets.
bell. That should quiet them down for a while.
Sounds like they're good, obedient boys and girls.
Unfortunately, time is not a luxury we have. Gather as much information as you can about the parasites and finish off this little tour.
Gunshots? Oh look, it's our friend Leon. Chapter 1. So that's one difference between this game and the main game. You got 5 chapters, but they're actually like, they're more like stages rather than different sections of a giant world to explore. So, Objective 1, ring the church bell. This is basically a summary of Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 almost in this game. Or in the main game. So you start here, and this would be hard because, like, this is really a hard campaign because Ada has to face just as many enemies as Leon. However, she's got much weaker weapons. They require much more ammo. And she gets, actually, I can't really confirm it, but I have just a hunch that she gets less ammo. And going in here activates cutscene where Leon hides in the house. See, that's what's supposed to happen with Leon. You're supposed to go in that house, barricade it, and then, no, not that way. I want to go this way. Typewriter, the best kind of master key. And you get the elegant mask, just like the main game, there are a bunch of treasures you can collect. I don't need any anymore, and I don't know where most of them are, to be completely honest. Ow. Hey, I didn't say you could ask me a question. Vas te sí, imbécile. And after you kill a bunch of ganados, kind of like with Leon's, killing a bunch of people is what progresses the story in this chapter, section, town thing. Once that chicken has its little cutscene, you get to go up here, get the insignia key, and that's all it takes to get into the tunnel over to the church. Oh, I thought I was going to have to shake the Wii remote to escape from a grapple. Nope, just quick knife somebody. So yeah, instead of having to do a bunch of searching and going over, like, everywhere, you just get the insignia key right away. And look, there's a merchant. He's sitting here waiting for you. But I'm sorry, you're not relevant. I have nothing to buy from you, sir. I have the typewriter. There's a very limited selection of guns in this, and the typewriter makes them all irrelevant, so... Also, if you heard that yelling behind us, that was enemies sneaking in the back. Green gem. Yeah, chapter 1 is the only chapter where I know where the stuff is for the treasure item. But there is a buildable treasure item in every stage of separate ways, and they're all like main game ones that you know. Same rules apply, it's just different hiding spots and whatnot. Like, this is basically Resident Evil 4 abridged. If you want to show off like what the game does, but you don't want to actually play like the 8 or 9 hours, like even with the typewriter, 8 or 9 hours of just like power running your way through the main campaign. I did this in what was it, 2 hours 20 minutes in order to get enough money to unlock the typewriter. So it can be done pretty quickly. I didn't have the typewriter for half of it, so yeah, it's actually, this is the recording bit is probably going to be shorter even than unlocking the typewriter was when I play the game again, because I cannot like understate how freaking difficult this is when you don't have the typewriter. Like, this campaign is really freaking hard. I don't think you can pick difficulties for separate ways, but if you could, I'd feel bad for anyone playing this on professional. Because once again, no upgrades, same enemies, and a lot of enemies, and just as limited ammo and whatnot. Like in Leon's campaign, sometimes you could have limited ammo, but it didn't really matter because you would be able to upgrade your weapons. So it's like, oh, I've only got 20 bullets, but I can upgrade it so that each shot is a kill. Like, guaranteed. Like, with a shotgun, for example, you could do that. But with Ada's shotgun, 5 damage, which is really stupidly weak. And these people all fall into the lake. Sacrifices to Del Lago, who is not in this campaign. Very few bosses get carried over, though. That's one thing that's kind of annoying about this. It's mostly just run around, kill ganados. Like, no bosses. You have some mini bosses, like right here. One half of the Bella Sisters. Looks like I was wrong. In the main campaign, you only see them in the ganados path, but you can see them again here. And then you can see them, of course, in Mercenaries for Village, where they get to have their little moment in the sun as the boss type character of that. They're not that cool, though. I would have to give it to Waterworld. That's just the coolest stage in Mercenary is Waterworld, and then the boss is great too. You get Super Salvador. It's not Dr. Salvador, it's Super Salvador. He's got more health. He's faster, less stagger. Quite interesting. Alright. I have no idea how I'm doing this. I'm just making stuff up here. Alright, I can get this. I need the top one. Stop messing with me. Oh, come on. I don't remember this. This is going much worse than it's supposed to be going. Just gonna light the entire thing up. There, can I have my puzzle piece now? There we go. Finally. I forgot the quick solution. Can't get the quick kill, never gonna be a speedrunner. Disappointment. And now you're trapped in here. With 2 basic enemies. Oh no, what a nightmare. Never gonna possibly ever escape. How could we ever get out of here? Unless something's set in the mechanism, the bars won't open. We'll just put this worthless gem in here. We don't get that item for like 2 more chapters. And thus that explains how Leon got a green cat's eye out of that. Ta-da! Luckily for him, the door down by the Bella Sister area is not locked. If you were to check that door as Ada, it's locked. Ada? Who are we talking about here? There's no Ada, it's Ada. It's obviously Ada. I've watched too much Turner 4590 and Phase on Madness to call her anything but Ada. Anyone else want some? No, music stopped. When the music stops, that means so do the enemies. Indentation. No big deal. Now what have we got? Well, that was certainly reckless of you. You died down from the upper floor. You just survived a shot from the typewriter? Mini-boss. Obvious mini-boss. How'd you get behind me? Also, I would just like to note that I like how Ada fires the typewriter from the hip. She's like, I don't need to aim. Purple gem. And that's all the gems that go in the mask. And it sells for quite a lot. I never could find in the main game. I forgot which gem I couldn't find all the time, but this is all of them. Or I think I found all of them, but I couldn't find enough for the second mask. I don't remember. Hello? Ah, over here. So just like with Leon's campaign, we need to go upstairs and pay a visit to the light manipulation dais. So this is already unlocked. Check. Door won't open, it's locked. You hear someone whimpering. Oh, Ashley's in there. Well, let's scare her. I hope that scared her. It's a bit evil, but like, she got kidnapped so many times, it stopped being funny. And you should always strive to keep things funny. Alright, puzzles again. This time I hope I don't just mess up. Alright. R, turn, turn, turn. Yes, back. Green. Okay, blue. There we go. This time I've got it. But why is it upside down? Oh, there we go. It fixed itself. And it locked Ashley in. Doubly. But doing that also rings the bell.
Oh, la campana.
It's time for bingo.
Tenemos que
I could win today. Bingo.
Lord Sadler.
Lord Sadler, call out the numbers.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Yes, Leon Bingo, we've been over this. Resident Evil. Separate ways. See, look, that time it did something interesting instead of being just like a boring splash screen with the game title on it. That was a really fast chapter 1. Like, this campaign takes about 4 hours on first run through.
This cult is known as Los Illuminados. They've resurrected some sort of parasitic organism they call Las Plagas. That's all my organization knows for sure, though Sadler's occult activities seem worthy of investigation. The Salazar family, Castellans for generations, possess the ability to control Las Plagas. The organization's hypothesis is that a unique frequency of sonic wave, sensed only by the parasites, is used to control them. The same principle used in dog whistles.
So the Plagas are
This
controlled
was
by
inferred
dog
through the
whistles.
analysis
That's
of
beautiful.
The tissue sample we retrieved. The tissue contained an organ presumably used for sensing sound waves. I've seen cult members carrying ceremonial
How did she manage to get footage of Leon's hallucination?
Sounds. Of course, this is purely theoretical.
So the staff is controlling the Plagas. Okay.
The organization needs samples of the parasite to confirm or disprove these theories.
And
That
this scene
is
hasn't
the
happened
objective
yet,
of my mission.
so for some reason she
And
manages
the
to
only
have
way to prove my
video of the
loyalty to
future.
organization.
Nice.
The opening moves in this chess game have been played. There's no turning back now.
And all they do here is put it in text. So you can sit there and just read what Ada just read in the video if you want to. That's like the closest you get to subtitles, is that you can read Ada's diary there. Or Ada's notes. But anyways, that's enough for an episode. So this has been Jet Leo 1, and I will see you next time in Chapter 2.